Sash. Yeah, how do you say it? Yes,
Jayasinghe, so
Jayasinghe.
Sri Lankan.
Yes, one of my favorite
Come
countries.
on.
Yeah, in the world. And we met each other like not that long ago, really, did we?
Yeah, a few
It
weeks
was
now.
a couple of weeks. And yeah, so to a welcome to another edition there's of my channel's Osteo Venture. There's the live stream coming through. I'm going to press go live now and see. We're going live on link each other like not that long ago. And
I
hope
heard you like 3 or 4 times here.
yeah, hopefully that's not cut off the start on the LinkedIn. But we're live on YouTube and LinkedIn now,
Perfect.
and yeah, connection is one of my highest values, and it's why I what was driven to go to an outdoor event this summer, and it's great to get connected with people outdoors and in person, and joined here with Sash Jayasinghe and Jayasinghe and
Jayasinghe. I've heard it all my life, so don't worry about it. You're fine.
and yeah, we got really I love the word resonance when we get a connection. When you're looking for connection, you find resonance with people, and there was what did you get from it when we first met, Chad?
Honestly, so we met each other a few weeks ago, and honestly, it's crazy what we've been working on for the last 2 weeks. But the first thing I remember about you was I really liked your energy. I really liked how I just really liked, I could sense that you had loads of wisdom about yourself. You know, you just gave that energy to me, and I really like that. I like meeting interesting people where I can pick things up, where I can learn from them, and I can also provide things for them as well, like value. And yeah, I remember sitting on the bench with you. You were eating your burger. I asked you a question, and then you're like, "Just give me a minute. I want to finish my burger." And I was like, "Yeah, you know what? Fair enough." Because you can finish his burger, listen to everyone's conversations, and then put his input in. I really like that about yourself. You didn't feel like pressured into having a conversation. You were very, very well composed. I remember.
Ah, nice one. Yeah. Oh, thanks for that memory. And yeah, it was one of those things can't necessarily concentrate on what people are saying and thinking and feeling and doing it all at the same time. So I was sticking to one sense, one mindfulness practice in one at one time. And
Mm.
then, yeah, then we got talked about values because I've got my value cards. I pulled them out and shared them out because they really helped me with my social anxieties in the past, and it was a system that I put together to remind myself of who I really feel I am at the core, and that takes away all so much anxiety. And I've talked about that in other lives on my YouTube channel, and you've probably seen me show it on LinkedIn as well, with other posts where I show some of these cards or talk about values all the time because they are, I believe, are the essence of how we um, define ourselves and define how we can show up in any situation, including if we get clear on business values, then everything starts to fall into place. And what do you get from that from what we've been planning as well, Sash?
Yes, I do agree. I'm currently babysitting, so my brother's running upstairs right now. Hopefully, no, don't come in, please. Cool, thank you. All right, perfect. Sorry about that. Yeah, I remember literally, the few days before. So I was the week before that event. I was in Marbella, and I was traveling back and forth a lot. I'm a person that likes change a lot. So I really like traveling, going on my laptop, working in different surroundings, in different environments. And then I came back home and I felt a bit I was kind of stuck in a bit of a rut where I was kind of a bit bored of working in my room. I was like, oh, I just really can't be bothered sometimes. I was just in that mindset, you know, sometimes you get into that mindset where it's just the same thing, repetitive environments. And I came to this event and I tried one of those cards and I was like, you know what, let's see what it says on this card. And I pulled out freedom. And to be honest, I don't think I said this to you, but that card really did kind of energize me a lot. That whole event, being talking to you, talking to Brad, someone that I've been talking for a while, but I haven't seen in a very long time. That whole environment of being around like-minded people fueled me so much, fired me up so much as well. Like in the morning, I was walking there, I was a bit tired. I left the event feeling energized. I came home, I did even more work. That just it just shows the strength of being around energetic people that are trying to build good things, trying to do good social impact. Yeah, it's incredible.
Brilliant. Yeah. And what I get from that as well is I really enjoy, yeah, that whole table we were sitting around was so everyone was like interconnected in some way, and it was a pleasure to bring those cards, bring the ideas together that instantly bring a deeper sense of connection to who we are and why we were there and
Mm,
what we were doing. And and that to me is again, values bring connection, connection brings values. It's just like it's we were immediately able to talk about something more personal rather than like, what's your business or, what's your niche
yeah. I,
or,
I I find
or
that a lot. Yeah, I find that a lot. I don't really like going to these networking events because I prefer having pure conversations. If I'm going to like an event, I'll rather have two proper meaningful conversations than going around and asking people for details so I can message them later, because you're kind of missing out on that human connection, where you're talking to each other, like finding out what people are building, what their pain points are. Those are the things that like fuel me, that I like listening to. And I notice loads of people that go to networking events, just which is fair enough. They're trying to build their connections, trying to build their network. But if someone came up to me and asked for my LinkedIn profile and didn't have that proper conversation with me and send me a message later in the evening asking more about what I do and I learn more, it's just not really that connect. You don't really get that connection that you get. If we go back to tribes, that we had no phones, we had nothing. It was just proper conversations, isn't it? And that's how you build that tribe, that community feeling, and that needs to be brought back. I think 100%. It just
yeah,
shows from us as well. We had that proper conversations, and now we're here together on this live 3 weeks after, talking about what we're building.
yeah,
So,
yeah, and that's amazing what it leads on to as well, because when there is that resonance, that value, the connection, and then we decided to have a chat. Within 2 hours, we built something because it was what you can bring, Sash, and what I can bring. You said about what experience I've had and what wisdoms I bring, and then what you where you see your sense of who you love to bring connecting with and what you're building around business and there's like what I saw was like shared vision, shared values, but also different personality styles that
100%.
can do different things in the world. So in
Mhm.
this is great for like creating connection where you build where we build relationships that complement, but also um, diverse enough to do their own thing at the
Mm,
same time, so that it's not always there's some it's like it's not always going to be like peaches and cream. It's going to be like, what do you want? What do I need? What's going on? And how do we keep driving things forwards and adapting and being resilient in these times, whilst complementing each other's strengths and also supporting each other's weaknesses along the way. And this is what I'm excited about because it's going to be brilliant. What well, before we tie this up, what should we say about what we're conjuring up here, Sash?
So let's go back to like I've got a very good example to talk about why teamwork, thinking different is so important. Like when you're building a business, let's go back to like I don't know if are you much into football? Like, do you watch football a lot, or do you know the basics of football?
I understand,
You
like,
understand? Okay, that's fine. I used to watch football a lot myself, and let's say like you have you're never going to win a game with just one with 11 players being strikers. You're going to need different positions, aren't you? You're going to need a striker, you're going to need a midfielder, you're going to need a goalkeeper, because otherwise, if you all got strikers and they're all trying to score, then whatever you build is never going to happen. And let's take that back into a business format. Us two, we have very different personalities. We have the same values, but we have different ways of working, which was so important in that call that we had. We was meant to have a 1 hour call. It was kind of like a catch up after that event. And I started talking about my ideas and you started talking about your ideas. And after 2 hours, we came up with this mastermind for founders to come together. It's a space for founders to come in and talk, share their ideas, teach that you're not alone in this journey. You know, no one's going to steal your idea, no one's going to copy your idea and just make it better. Like it's okay to share what you're trying to build, because other people will be more than happy to help you and give you a different perspective, because we all think in different ways, you know. And this is exactly what we've come up with. It's called Lumina Mastermind. We want to get 6 founders together, and it's a space where we meet up every 2 weeks. We bring in guests to come do talks as well, and you people will be able to have the help from me, Rory, to kind of develop their business and to make it to that vision that they have, not alone, together, like in a space where everyone's being supportive. And yeah, it's exciting. I'm so excited for this, honestly.
100%. Yeah, and what you bring is going to be so useful, Sash, and brilliant because exactly what you just shared, your energy, what you believe in, and this connection is so great. And what I loved about what you said about it's I call it stealth care. So stealth care is like who to disclose and who not to disclose to based on what feedback you actually want. You know, we want feedback from people that have done stuff themselves, or the people that are just going to support no matter what, or not necessarily just go away and take whatever they want for themselves. So, so the intention, setting that intention first, and the vision. Once that's set, and then we just go, you know, we're going to meet da 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 and do this, and we're going to stay stealthy, and then the health piece that it's all about. What I about is like how to look after ourselves along the way. So there's the health piece on managing business, there's the collaborative piece, and then there's the wealth care, healthcare and wealth care, which is everything outside of us, not just finances, but environment, places, faces, and spaces, and or relationships, and bringing that all together, health, wealth, and stealth, is what I will keep constantly reminding. And imagine if we all just stay on focus and on target over a year, what is actually possible to create. And so that's what I'm excited about this too.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
honestly, I'm so excited. Yeah, it's every time we talk about it, it fuels me up. We're going to be launching this out on Monday. I think we're going to do like a initial post to try and get some attention towards it. But the way it's going to work, people that are interested can fill in this form. We're going to look over the application, see if they're a right fit, because we don't want to be like, we want to be helping people to achieve their maximum, like to achieve their vision. You know, we want to be helping them by keeping them accountable. And if someone's not going to be committed to it, then unfortunately it's not going to be able to work, because we got 6 founders meeting up every 2 weeks. So if one founder decides to not turn up, that kind of ruins the experience for everyone else, you know. So we're carefully going to pick each person and then see how it goes from there. It's very exciting. I really like the idea, and yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah. Amazing. So we're going to have another post on Monday about this, and let us know what you get from this. Any insights as you're watching this, any questions, any highlights that you've heard. Just even when you hear something, you get an insight. If you repeat it back, the brain is not wired necessarily for these values and positivities. It's going what's going to go wrong? What's this? What's that? So that's what keeps repeating in order to stay protected and safe. So when we hear good stuff, the brain will just kind of go, that's great, and then just leave it. But if you hear something that's important and you type it back immediately, that's another way of reinforcing, another way of reinforcing it and learning it and growing it. So every single time you hear something good, say it out loud, type it in, share it. As soon as you share it with someone, that is going to create a ripple effect. It's not just like we want information and share it because of us. I'm sharing it because if that value hits you and you share it with someone else, we're reinforcing a ripple effect of what I call neurocreative leadership, and how we bring better business and better values, heart-centered neurocreative, and heart-centered creative businesses will really change the world, because that's the system that we're in. So let's use the system to make a better system. So
There you go. There you go.
all right.
It's called Lumina Mastermind.
Yes.
And yeah, I can't wait to announce more about it. Well, it's good things coming. Let's do
Yes.
it.
Nice one. Thanks a lot for watching, and looking forward to your feedback and any questions. And keep an eye out for more of us. Follow us, connect with us, and we'll share more soon. Okay, much love. All the best.